Okay, all of you first. Trying to show it. Jeff, I guess you're up here already, so you get 45 seconds. Here, I'll give you my mic.
Okay, thanks. How you doing? So, yeah, this is my elevator speech. I'm Jeff Carr. I'm a Democratic candidate for Lieutenant Governor. After 27 years of teaching and 8 years in the Public Education Commission, I'm your education candidate. After 11 years of service in the military, I'm your veteran candidate. And I'm also your country candidate. I live in a little town now. I used to live here in Taos. 162 people. I hope you'll sign my petition if you haven't already, and I hope you'll consider supporting Lieutenant Governor. Thank you.
We have a judicial candidate who is trying to apply for public funding, and in order to do that, she needs to collect $5 donations. How many $5 donations do you need, Ms. Medina? She needs 1,200 $5 donations, and this allows her to get on the ballot as a publicly financed candidate. So if you want to do your part to help stamp money out of politics, let's do that. All right, Jacqueline Medina.
Good evening. I'm Jacqueline Medina, and I'm running for the New Mexico Court of Appeals. It's a statewide race. Thank you. I'm also proud to tell you that I'm a Taoseña. I was born and raised in Taos County, New Mexico. If I win my race, I'm going to be the first Taos High School graduate to get on the Court of Appeals. And I hope you will help me. I graduated in 1982. I went to UNM Law School, and then I went to UNM, undergraduate UNM and UNM Law School. When I graduated, I made a decision to come back home and work in public service. I have represented the state in over 150 appellate cases. I've had many, many jury trial experiences and bench trial experiences. The Supreme Court appointed me to their Appellate Rules Committee, and a bipartisan Judicial Nominating Committee interviewed me 2 times and sent my name to Governor Martinez to fill 2 vacancies on the Court of Appeals. Well, I'm still here. She appointed 2 Republicans, but I'm going to take one of them on. It's Hank Bonhoff, and with your support, I'll get on the Court of Appeals. Thank you so much. I'm not allowed to accept the $5 donations as a judicial candidate myself, but I have a member of my committee and my niece, Stephanie, and she's doing the collection process. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Jeff Shannon, is that you up next? Judge, come on up. And I promise I will be able to take care of that seatbelt ticket.
Jeff Shannon, I'm a Taos magistrate judge. So far I'm running unopposed, so all I'll say is there'll be free weddings on the Gorge Bridge Valentine's Day from 1:30 to 3:30. No appointment necessary. Bring a marriage license from a local New Mexico County clerk. I will be on the bridge dead center waiting for you, and we'll get you all hitched up. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you for marrying half of Taos and also for your brevity. State Representative Bill McCamley, running for State Auditor.
How y'all doing? Everybody awake? Yes. My name is Bill McCamley. I'm a state representative from Las Cruces. I am running for State Auditor this year. My greatest hits include fighting for marijuana legalization for the last 4 years. And you may have seen in the paper, we are fighting Donald Trump to try to keep him from building his border wall on state land. I want to be your state auditor because I worked with Tim Keller when he was in the Senate. And we worked together to keep accountability for millionaires and out-of-state corporations. When all their tax money goes out, we don't get that money for education. We don't get that money for social services. I want to fight for early childhood education. I want to fight for solar on every public building in the state. Yeah. And if you want a fighter, someone who's a true progressive that will work to make this place better, my name is Bill McCamley. I'm running for state auditor, and I would love to earn your vote. Thank you all so much.
Thank you. All right, I see Brian Colon. Come on up.
Good evening to all our Taoseños. My name is Brian Colon. I too am running for state auditor, and I'd love to earn your vote.
Many of you know me from my days as former state chairman of the Democratic Party, when we advanced important issues on our platform, such as same-sex marriage, beginning a long conversation about the legalization of marijuana. And let me tell you something, we have done great things over the last decade together. And I'm going to tell you today that my finance background and my legal background is a perfect combination to continue moving that office forward. State Attorney General Hector Balderas did a phenomenal job fighting waste, fraud, and abuse with that office. And our current mayor of Albuquerque, Tim Keller, took that office to the next level and said, we can advance public policy with the Office of State Auditor. I continue to advance that office in the years to come, and I need your help. And this says time's up. So I'm going to quit. My name is Brian Colon for State Auditor. Thank you very much.
Okay, let's see. Commissioner Fambro, I know you're up for your election. You're more than welcome to come up and say a couple words if you'd like. Any other candidates here who would like to address the crowd very briefly before we begin? Sheriff Jerry Hogreth.
Hey, good evening. It's good to be here in a room full of my fellow Democrats. Thank you. I'm sorry I got here a little bit late, but the luck of the draw, I made a traffic stop on the way over, and the person had a warrant, so we had to take somebody to jail. I'm Jerry Hogreth. I am your county sheriff, and I will be running for re-election. I appreciate your support. Thank you guys for everything you're doing, and go Democrats.
Pascualito Maestas.
Hello everybody, my name is Pascualito Maestas. I'm running for town council here in Taos. I'm running to establish trust, truth, and transparency. I believe that we can't move forward as a community if we don't have trust established between our elected leaders. So please vote for me. Please go to my website, votemaestas.com, see the issues that are important to me, and hope to see you on the campaign trail. Thank you.
Councilwoman Cantu.
That's a little touchy there. My name is Judy Cantu, and I'm the incumbent for the Town of Taos Council. I actually came here tonight because I want to listen. I want to listen to what everybody has to say here tonight. I also wanted to invite everybody to a meet and greet that I'm having on February 10th at the former JR Clothing on Camino de la Placita and Paseo del Pueblo Sur. It's going to be at 1 o'clock till 3 o'clock, February 10th. Put that on your calendar, and it's really nice to see all of you. Just wanted to let you know that I'm tough and I can't be broken, and I'm doing the right things for the communities, and I speak my truths. Thank you.
At this time, we will begin the forum. A couple of ground rules. Number one, moderator and facility. We reserve the right to remove people for any reason, so please be on your best behavior. I know there's some beer involved. Be happy drinking. Let's not get too crazy. Nothing like beer in politics, right? No personal attacks. We don't need that. All questions will be directed to all candidates. At the beginning of this, as you walked in, you were handed an index card. You are welcome to there will be people running through the crowd collecting these index cards for the public questions format this evening. I found index cards to be quite successful in a situation like this because we can draw randomly and we can keep this moving along. I may ask a follow-up question of any candidate at any time, and our questions tonight will be coming from a group of Taos High School students, you the audience of course, and then I have a couple up my sleeve. That said, we will now draw numbers to determine the order of speaking, and we will draw alphabetically. So, Mr. Apodaca. Well, that's easy, I'm number one. Senator Joe Cervantes, number 4. Congressman Grisham, number 2. And then Pete DeBenedictis, number 3. So New Mexico is listed as probably the number 1 state with a chance for a Democratic takeover in 2018, right? And after 8 years of Susanna, we could certainly use it.
Yeah.
Well, to her, there is no party like a pizza party. But I like to say there's no party like a Democratic Party. So, with all of your help, one of these fine candidates will hopefully be taking back the governor's mansion, and we will see some actionable progress in this state. That said, let's have some fun here. So, first question of the evening. We've got a state bird, which is the roadrunner. We've got a state insect, which is
The scorpion.
the tarantula hawk wasp. We also have a state question. Red or green? So, Jeff, I believe you drew the first number.
Well,
And, hold on. You each get 1 minute to answer the questions. If you can answer it quicker than that, we greatly appreciate it because it means we get to ask that many more questions tonight. So, Jeff?
Well, I'm old school. I'm a native New Mexican. I'm 55 years of age. And when I was growing up in Santa Fe, we ate red with beef. We ate green on pizza, hamburgers, and burritos, and we never mixed it. So I am that. I do not do Christmas. I do not mix. I am red and green on different entrees.
Congresswoman.
I never met a chili I didn't like.
Yeah.
You gotta go both, baby. Just get it all. Load it up every meal. I use it as barter in DC, and it works. I think that most of the Republicans are addicted to red chili tamales.
Pete?
I lived in Guam for a decade, and they have these little tot peppers. They call them Doni peppers. If you touched them and then touched your face, you'd be in pain for hours. And, because I was a white guy, they called me a haole, which meant white underbelly of the fish. So I like haole hot. I love green because it's smooth and mild, and I love red in my mole, but I love it mild.
Senator.
Well, I've got to love the first question for the evening. I'm Joe Cervantes, and I'm running for governor. And we're chili farmers. I'm part of a third-generation chili farming family in Doña County. So chili is our life. That's what we do. And I've got to tell you, I'm a red guy. There's just no way around it. Red chili, and that's what we grow. That's what we farm. That's what I love. And so easy answer to an easy question.
All right. Thank you very much. I'd also like to recognize at this time Mayor Dan Baroni. Thank you for your attendance tonight, sir. And I messed up a little bit. I forgot to give each of these candidates some opening remarks. So, whoops. I promise I haven't had a beer yet. I came straight from one thing to another. But you will each have 2 minutes to give your opening remarks, and that's going to be a hard 2 minutes. You're going to get a 15-second warning, and then when your time's up, you're going to hear a lot of this. And I want to thank Randall Lumber Unicorn School Supply for actually having bells. So support your local business. Jeff Apodaca, you are first with 2 minutes.
Thank you, and thanks everybody for coming out. This is just great. This is fantastic, and I appreciate all the candidates being here because this is one of the few times we've all been together. So it's a very important part. But I'm not running for governor because my father was governor in the 70s. I'm not running for governor because it's my turn, because I was literally told to wait my turn. I'm running for governor because I have 2 young children, twin boys named Asher and Gage. And last summer, we do one-on-one time. And Asher, one of my kids said, "Daddy, when you become governor, can you do me one favor?" And he sat there and said, "I'm thinking, no homework, right? More artwork." He says, "Daddy, will you have my friends stop leaving the state of New Mexico?" My 9-year-old has lost 6 friends in the last 18 months. Why? Because their families have